Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to another video. Today I will be reviewing Redout. Now, if you're here just for a simple verdict, then I just want to tell you that Redout is an amazing anti-gravity racing game that you should absolutely consider buying. This is a genuinely good game that any racing game fan should not miss out on. And now let's continue to my full thoughts. So, Redout is one of the few games I've encountered within the last few years that emphasizes gameplay and fun over microtransactions, loot boxes, and adding things just to market the game to a wider audience. The game knows that it's a fast-paced, anti-gravity racer that is being played for the intense racing gameplay and the impressive audio-visual experience. No, Redout isn't a battle royale game. No, Redout is not a semi-realistic racing game with tons of licensed new supercars. Redout is an old-school racing game that, as the developers mention in their Steam listing, is a tribute to older racing games such as F-Zero and Wipeout. If you love those types of fast-paced, unrelenting futuristic racers, you'll love Redout. And if you've only played games like Need for Speed, Forza, or Asphalt, Redout will be like nothing you've experienced before, and that's why this game is relevant. This game is fast, and when I say fast, I mean fast. Now let's talk about gameplay. You can accelerate, brake, turn, and in this game you can lean. Leaning is used in the air and for sharp corners. Now, I won't lie to you guys and say this is a very easy game to play and have fun with, and everyone can just jump in and have a great time. There is definitely a learning curve to this game like most racing games, and you won't be a master at this game after a few races. I've been playing this game for a few months now, and you can tell through my gameplay that I haven't exactly mastered the controls yet, but getting better at this game is such a satisfying feeling. Anyway, you can also equip a passive and active power-up. For example, there's a passive power-up / ability that gives your vehicle enhanced grip, which will make playing much easier for newer players and for players who want to take advantage of that ability. These are very crucial in the races that allow them, which is most. And speaking of types of races, there are plenty of race modes to keep things fresh as you progress throughout the game. They range from normal races to survival races, where you have to race for as long as you can before dying. Now, some races have AI opponents like elimination, and others are just you against the track like time trial. One of the only annoyances I noticed in the game was the AI. For example, sometimes at the beginning of a race, the AI can activate their ability and you'll end up just starting in last place. In addition to this, even if you touch an AI, sometimes if you just even barely touch them, you have a 50% chance of just being launched into the track barrier and losing a couple positions. I know this may seem a bit nitpicky, and well, that's because it is. Little things like this honestly are some of the only issues I have with this game in terms of gameplay. So, that concludes gameplay. In short, it's fun, fast-paced, intense, and so satisfying. Now, let's move on to the audio-visual aspect of this game. This game is made in Unreal Engine 4, and it utilizes a low-poly art style. Now, usually I don't like low-poly graphics and art because I think it looks flat and unoriginal, but Redout looks absolutely incredible because it takes advantage of great lighting techniques and shadows. There are some issues I have with the graphics though. For example, some parts of the vehicle and some surfaces have this weird netting effect where black dots appear all over it. I don't know if you can see this. It's a weird issue and I'm not sure if it appears in the video. But regardless of these minor issues, because you're going so fast, the graphics always look super stunning, especially with the scale of the environments and how crazy the tracks look. I mean, to put it simply, this game looks incredible. However, the absolute best part about this game, in my opinion, is the soundtrack. Redout contains an entirely original soundtrack, and it fits so perfectly, yet it conveys so many different feelings. I can't express how amazing this soundtrack is, honestly. One moment, you are experiencing true racing bliss, racing at hundreds of miles an hour through a beautiful forest with mesmerizing sound like this. And the next moment you are experiencing 100% intensity and fury as you race in and out of a flippant volcano or on the surface of Mars like this. and the sound in this game is just simply incredible, and you absolutely need headphones to fully appreciate the game and its soundscape in its entirety. Unfortunately though, the best track and music combination, Mars and Arabia Terra, are separate DLC, and that's where I'm going to mention DLC in this review. While the base game definitely has plenty to offer, I highly recommend the Mars pack and the Space Exploration pack that includes the moon and an alien planet. Now, it is unfortunate that these are separate paid items, but I understand the need to make some money outside the base game. So, on the note of DLC, let's talk about pricing. No matter how much the game costs, I think it's worth it, but the base price of $35 might be a bit too much for some people. However, the game on Steam is constantly on sale, and right now it's only around $18, which is an incredible price for this experience. However, the DLC does range in price, and I absolutely do not think you should buy each pack at full price. If I were you, I would wait for sales, and especially if you want to pick up the DLC, and I highly recommend those. The game itself is available on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, so that's all I have to say about Redout, really. This game is an incredible experience that I think everyone should at least try. Luckily, there is a demo on PC in case you're not quite sure if you want to buy the game just yet. Anyways, Redout is an amazing experience, and it's one of the only games within the last few years that I've played where I can say I have experienced genuine fun. I can tell the developers had a lot of passion for this game, and it really shows. Redout gets a solid recommendation from me, and I hope to see more games like this in the gaming industry. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you all in the next video.